everybody out there in podcast land. It's been a rough election cycle. After a lot of soul searching, a lot of controversial thoughts and opinions and conversations between us.
Yeah.
We here at the Freedom Friends have decided finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we're officially going to endorse. All right, now that we got that out of the problem, that out of the way, I feel better. Right?
Yeah,
like I feel
the problem. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that problem's gone now. Like just
good.
off my shoulders. Don't have to talk about it.
You
ever
feel
again.
like light.
Yeah,
like a weight's been lifted.
It's kind of nice, man. Yeah.
Just it's you just got to put it out into the universe.
And we'll see how it rolls, dude. Like, I mean,
I don't remember the last time I poured one that deep to start.
Yeah,
it's been a minute.
I looked across and was like, Scott had a weekend. Clearly, let's talk about it.
Speaking of, before we get into that real quick, just putting it out into the universe. I get a quick little story on that. It'll take about 10 seconds. I was at the Fink Cigar Bash this past weekend. We did a huge cigar event. They had 700 people show up.
Nice.
And they raised over $100,000 for the Fisher House.
Cool. Fucking A.
In 4 hours. Like, what a fucking event.
That's great.
You know what I mean?
Dude.
So if you're in
Hell
San Antonio area, go check out Fink Cigar Shop.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of locations. Great people, great selection of cigars. But so I was down there and I was talking with a couple other people that were in the area about Cigars International in San Antonio.
Right.
Because in that area,
right,
there was somebody else in the cigar industry that got their vehicle broken into.
Wow.
Twice.
Really?
2 nights in a row. Now, it wasn't at CI. Okay. It was just in that area of San Antonio.
It's a shitty area.
Right.
So I still think we should do a sting.
Well, so
right
now
you have tinted.
I'm telling these guys, I know, but I don't have my truck back yet. So wait till I have my truck back. Then it's fucking game on.
Yeah.
So I was telling these guys about my experience when they broke into my truck at CI and stole firearms from me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though they have cameras and the whole nine, they're all trash.
Yeah.
And so I was like, after that happened, I was talking with, the management and I was like, hey guys, like, because this happened, you guys should probably really seriously consider carrying our cigars. Right. Like it would make me feel a lot better about this whole situation.
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah. And this was months and months and months.
Yeah, we were there for Jazz's bachelor day.
Yeah. Yep. And
that's where we all started.
Shit, it's probably been over a year now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I was like, can they have it? And I was like, so I'd love to run into the CI guys again and have this conversation to, make sure it's still fresh in their mind. No bullshit. 60 seconds later, the CI guys walk up.
Nice.
Yeah. And I don't recognize them at first. And so I get halfway into my story and the guy's like, yeah, well, we have security now. I was like, what do you mean we? And he's like, oh, I'm the GM for CI. And I was like, oh, really? So
how about you carry my shit, bruh?
Yeah, I got to have a conversation with him later today.
Nice. Good.
So yeah, it was really funny.
But yeah, with your tinted windows, I say as soon as something comes through the window, something goes out the window.
Oh, no, I want him to open a door.
Guys, it wouldn't be the Freedom Friends if we didn't talk about our number one sponsor, Warfighter Tobacco. Obviously, you guys have seen us all smoke them. We're here to talk about a quality product that everybody can enjoy. The great equalizer, as we've called it, the Warfighter Tobacco Stick. And it's not just cigars. They've got humidors, travel humidors, cutters, lighters, everything you need to get started on that journey. So check out warfightertobacco.com and use that code FTFO. Score yourself that sweet, sweet 15%. If you want to know my personal favorite, I'm a 762 Field guy. I like that Sumatra, real nice and even keeled cigar. Great for us beginner smokers, right? And I'm told that these taste even better when you're listening to the Freedom Friends podcast. Now, back to the show. This episode is brought to you by Grill Your Ass Off. It's no secret. We're all middle-aged dudes who love barbecue. Grill Your Ass Off is our main go-to for our spices. That's what we use, man. Whether you're doing burgers on the grill, steaks, or my personal favorite, a little bit of pork belly burn ends, right? They've got you covered on all of that. They also have salsas. They also have seasonings and spices. They got beer salts. They've got everything, man. Check them out. GrillYourAssOff.com/Freedom Friends Podcast, or use the code Freedom Friends Podcast at checkout.
I want to have a camera in it, and I want to be sitting there just waiting. And I want to see him do whatever he's doing and then open that door. And then I'm just going to be like, hi. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't, I mean, my windows, it's limo tint. There's blacked out. You can't see shit in them.
So
but if we go park it there, but now here's the funny part. He's like, we have armed, or not armed guards, but we have security guards now. And I'm like, awesome. I was like,
Are they in your parking lot?
I was like, did it solve the problem? Have you had any break-ins? And he's like, oh, well, you know, we've only had like 2 since we got him. And I'm like, did you fucking fire the guy? But clearly he's not doing his goddamn job.
Right? Like, dude, he needs to be in the fucking parking lot, dude. That's where your problem is. Like, you're not having issues. I guarantee you that dude's standing inside bullshitting people.
I'm going to hire you to do one thing. Make sure nobody's cars get broken into. It happens twice. You no longer have a job.
Yeah, dude, you're fired.
See, this is where we need the drones from fucking Ukraine, right? You just have a drone hovering.
Yeah.
And as soon as you see that shit go down, you just fucking like suicide drone it right into the goddamn.
Or we could just do like the US does, and we could just have a Predator up above.
Well,
that's way better than the Ukraine ones.
but I think I can buy a Ukrainian one and not. They won't sell me a Predator drone with the Hellfire. Or that's a great option. I'm just logistically, I don't know.
But what do you think the theft rate would do if we had Predator drones with Hellfires?
Well,
I bet you shit would happen at night more often than during the day.
I'll bet you it wouldn't happen at all.
Yeah, right.
Because it doesn't matter if it's night or day.
Scumbags are going to scumbag. It doesn't matter what the consequences.
They are, but
They
I guarantee you it won't happen. Wherever that first Hellfire hits, that place is going to be safe.
yeah.
That's true.
Well,
you only have to use it once.
There's probably 10 assholes stealing cars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kill those 10 people and then the cars quit getting stolen. It's
Right.
fucking, I mean,
Or if the cops just did their job.
yeah.
That'd be cool too.
That'd be really cool.
That'd
Like
be
it's
cool.
2024, bro. There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
How do you not figure this the fuck out?
Yeah.
So-
It's because you don't want to.
I have an idea about this whole sting, and I think it fits in really good with you.
Okay.
So I am able to
Claymores.
sort of
Okay.
sniper hide.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So because I have my topper on my vehicle, and it's tinted, it's limo tinted as well, right? And I can air condition it. I open up both windows and I throw a pool noodle. I actually have the thing that goes between them, but a pool noodle will work just as fine. All right. Around that, it'll actually AC the back of the truck, right? So you'd be comfortable, and you could sit there and just fucking.
Well, we'd have to remove your back glass and put in a screen instead.
Unless it was out the side, because I have a screen already.
Yeah, but you can't get a good shooting position out the side.
Yeah.
I got faith.
How
in him.
far away are we going to be?
Yeah, I got faith in him. I think
Probably
he'll be
an easy shot.
dude. He's not fucking
Even with
supposed to. He
even with the little
500
glass
meters.
deflection, we're probably okay.
Yeah. So, but we could literally use mine.
I don't think it's legal to snipe somebody though, doing it. Like if you're sitting in your own vehicle, you can fear for your own life, right?
Yeah, castle law.
Right.
Sure.
But I don't think I can shoot somebody. Like what if
it's in one of your vehicles and they're breaking into another one of your vehicles?
that's a great question. Too.
What if we hook a camper up or a trailer,
Oh,
They ain't
and we put you in the trailer?
No, I see. Not even to shoot them while they're doing this, right? What you do is you have your vehicle that's the one
The bait.
the bait vehicle,
It's a bait vehicle.
Yeah,
and then you're like parked over here,
yeah.
and then when they're breaking into it, you can like, if they're starting to get away, you can just get into an accident with them, and then you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
I'll put my big fuck you bumper on and
Well, that's true.
smash these assholes.
Oops.
Right?
Sorry about your fucking Camry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that idea.
You know what would be another good
That's a
thing
good
we could
idea.
do? I saw on Facebook Marketplace there's a couple massive jacked up like monster trucks that are for sale.
Right.
We could just run them over with one of those.
Yeah. Speaking of the devil,
Yeah. Yeah. I hear that's effective.
all right. I'm gonna set the stage. Okay, I'm gonna set the stage.
Good tee up.
Right. Okay, I just got back from Rednecks with Paychecks. I have a great time there. Right.
Well documented.
Yeah. So I'm gonna set the stage for what happened Friday night. Friday night, I don't know, it's probably midnight or so, maybe plus or minus an hour or two. Right. Everybody goes around this
10 and 2 a.m. Got it.
I don't know. I was somewhere in there.
You're drunk.
Yeah. It was probably midnightish. But okay, after everybody's done with the events for the day, everybody comes to party on this main drag, right? It's a road that goes around 2 mud pits, and it's kind of where the vendors are set up and whatnot down the road. But it is the party road. after 7 p.m., you know that if you are in your vehicle and you're driving through this one part of this road, it is gridlocked traffic. And it's going to take you 2 hours to drive this quarter mile. But it is a quarter mile party, which is why people drive it.
It sounds like the best
Right?
ever. Yeah.
Every year they try to get it so it's one way. And so traffic will move quicker. It never happens. It's always two way. And you have these huge trucks, you have ATVs, you have side-by-sides all going through this road where everybody's lined up, parked on the side of the road, drinking and partying along the whole strip, right? So we're walking the strip, which a lot of people do because you can't all drive it. And there's this monster truck that we see like with its front right tire is kind of driving over the front right tire or front left tire of the side-by-side. You know, so we see this and usually if it happens where you can't see what's going on, the crowd says, hey, stop. And the driver of the monster truck or whatever stops. And it's like, oh, what's wrong? You know, like, and then they let the people get out of the way or they whatever. And the people that are driving the monster trucks usually have 4 or 5 people with them.
Sure.
That are in the back of the truck or in the passenger seat.
Spotters.
Spotting, right?
Yeah.
Because they're huge. They're massive, right? So they're talking to this guy and he's like, he didn't have a fucking flag. Fuck him. He did have a flag.
Yeah.
It was 8 feet high, which is a requirement. It was lit up and you're still running him over. Just because you can't see him as the driver doesn't mean he didn't have the flag and it's not justification for running him over. So we see this happen.
Now let's specify. He's running over his car.
He's running over the dude's side by side.
Oh, it's a side by side.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a Jeep.
We're getting there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm setting
this
the stage.
is previous to the,
I'm
the
setting the
actual
stage.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So this is happening.
So he's leading up to the video we're about to show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
We will show a video. And but so this is happening. Michelle and I see this happening, right? And then we're talking to some people standing there and they're like, yeah, he just ran over our fucking cooler earlier and he doesn't give a fuck. He's drunk or something. We don't know. You know, and as he's running over this brand new side by side, just like the one I got, right? Like I would be fucking furious. Like I would be pissed, right?
Yeah.
A lot of money, brand new.
Well, that and
like, and
the 99% of people don't have like collision insurance on their side by side.
Yeah,
well, and
why would
it wouldn't apply there anyway.
That's what I mean.
You're
though.
at a party.
You know?
That's why there's every time I've gone there, everybody has the most courtesy, right?
Yeah.
The crowd is eyes. Everybody has eyes. The crowd's like, hey, stop.
Yeah.
To 90, there's 400 monster trucks like this guy's there.
Yeah.
Nobody else had a problem, right?
Yeah.
Because they're fucking not morons.
Yep.
They're not assholes, right?
Yeah.
So the crowd says stop, and then the people will deal with it. So as the side by side's getting ran over, there's like 10 dudes that are trying to pick the side by side up and move it out from under him because you couldn't go anywhere. It's gridlock traffic.
Yeah.
It's not like you can just drive out of the way, right? It's not like people were blocking the guy in.
So how many people and vehicles would you say are in that tight little confined
In a
space?
quarter mile,
Yeah.
there was probably 10,000 people.
Okay.
Jesus.
And how many vehicles? Side by sides and
Side by sides,
automobiles.
4-wheelers, 3-wheelers, monster trucks. You're probably looking at 500 to 1,000
I'm probably going more towards 1,000.
I would say more towards 1,000. Yeah. It
in a
was-
quarter mile area.
Yeah. It's not a big space.
Everybody,
not a quarter mile area square. Like it's like
Linear.
fucking strip.
yes, a strip.
Strip.
It's two-way traffic with literally people walking
and parked
and
on the
parked
sides.
on the side of it. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes there's a room for 3 people where you can kind of whatever, you know, but it just takes time.
Yeah.
And traffic works its way through. But my point is, you're not going to that spot with thinking you're just trying to get from point A to point B. Because
It's not a computer run.
like, okay, there's the main drag, you have 2 mud holes. I don't know if you can pull up a map of Rednecks, Justin.
Well, the difference is,
but all you have to do is go the other way. Or if
Yeah.
you have a monster truck, you can drive right through the middle of the mud pits.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you can literally there's
It's kind of the point of a monster truck.
right, but there's other ways to get from point A to point B.
right.
You're on that road to be on that road because that's where the party's at.
And if you can't notice that you're going to be there for a while based on just the surroundings, like
it's deadlock traffic. Everybody's whips are lit up. Everybody's speakers are lit up. Everybody's blasting music.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 people. No, there's 10,000 people in a quarter mile. Like, there's no way you're gonna get there and be like, oh, I'm stuck here.
Yeah.
How did this happen? Okay, so right here, these two big mud. No, I'm sorry. Where am I at? These two big mud pits right here. Truck mud pit.
Okay.
And then VIP and
You mean where it says main stage VIP party?
yeah, vending. So this row right here, from here to here, well, kind of all the way around, but from here to here is where the party is.
Sure.
Okay.
But if you want to go anywhere else, you can just go around.
Yeah.
Like, there's plenty of ways to go around. Right. But that's okay. So, all right. So this guy's hitting people's shit, whatever. Right. And he's being a cocksucker about it. People were trying to, like, hey, man, stop. And he just wouldn't stop. He would get in, he'd try to back up, he'd try to go forward, literally running into people, stuff, vehicles, right? So I don't know what happened, if he got down and out of his truck or if somebody went up and dragged him out of his truck.
Yeah.
I don't think they could have drug him out of his truck because it was so high.
Right. And when the video starts, he's out of the view.
That's not even here yet.
No, I know.
Yeah. So I think it has like a hydraulic step, which gets him up and down because it's so high of a truck, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so
Because this is like, for the listeners, this is like Gravedigger. This is like a big fucking monster.
it's a big monster.
Well, the tires are taller than me, and I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so you're looking at, like, you know.
So after all the commotion, right, for about a half hour, probably the owner of the side-by-sides or vehicles he was hitting are kicking his ass. They got him out of the truck and they're kicking his ass. I'm right there watching because I will gravitate toward helping an innocent person.
Sure.
The driver of this monster truck was not the innocent person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I just want to point that out because once we get to the video, there's a lot of people defending him from watching a 20-second video of like, oh, he was being mobbed. What could he do? Right. Well, they were kicking his ass. I was hoping that somebody would knock his ass out so he wouldn't get back in that truck.
Yeah.
Right. Like, my thought was, if I had my gun and he got back in his truck, I would be totally justified in shooting his ass because he was that belligerent and irrational and not able to be reasoned with. Right. So he gets back in the truck and we're like, everybody's backing up. Everybody's getting out of the way. Right. Like, all the vehicles started backing up as much as they could to give him room. People in front, like, just kind of fucked off and like tried
Parting the seas.
parting the seas, kind of getting out of his way. He was in his truck for like 20 minutes after he got beat up, right? It looked like it was going to calm down and chill, right? And then he assholed, I think, another monster truck where people are hanging out in the back of it, right? But he hits this other truck and then he gets out, and then this is where the video starts.
Okay.
So Justin's going to play the video.
So this is after he's had his ass kicked already.
After he's had his ass kicked already.
After the entire place is over him.
This is probably an hour and a half or an hour that we had been watching him fucking do dumb shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So by this point, it's 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody threw a beer can at him.
That's the Jeep.
So look at how much room he had to back up before he hit two people there. He drives over this Jeep, over his side-by-side. In between the two, he drove over a guy. So I was,
Dodge Ram driver.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
but I get up to the guy that was in between the Jeep and
Here's
the
a different angle.
side-by-side. And I thought the guy was dead.
One thing I give him, his toe mirrors aren't down. So I appreciate that.
So he even stopped and then kept backing up.
Yeah.
to hit
Yeah.
him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. And that guy wearing the yellow jacket, like, not like you can't see that guy.
But all of the room he had there
Yeah.
was because for an hour and a half, people were making room for him.
Wow.
Everybody else in that
Now
line
there's
had
there's
3
one
inches.
there's one comment that I can see. It says, "We need that man for all the damn protesters that block the highways." I
Yeah,
can get behind that.
I mean, I agree with that.
I get it.
That should be his community service.
But like, but see, okay, like this guy here, that's called fuck around and find out. You're
You throw rocks.
Run your
mouth,
like a
throw
tough
rocks.
guy.
Yeah. But the problem is people don't see the hour and a half before that.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
nobody is.
Yeah.
I mean,
The only people that are going to understand that are people that are there.
Yeah.
You know, like this is the best and worst part about the internet. The best part is I knew about this before you got back.
Yeah.
Probably within hours of it happening, and I wasn't there.
Right.
And it wasn't like I was looking; it just happened to come across my
Yeah.
feed. You know?
But I want to address some of the comments, which because I'm not going to fight people on
yeah,
fucking the
But-
internet.
but all these
from
people.
a first-hand account that was there and saw the whole
Right.
thing
Yeah, yeah,
unfold.
right.
Fuck that guy.
So some people that watch this think it happened in traffic, right? It did not happen in traffic.
Yeah.
Jonathan Earl.
This was a
Holy fuck.
this was a private event that you had to pay to get to. That whole stage right there, or where this happened, was the party strip, a quarter mile of thousands and thousands of acres. He was not trapped there.
yeah,
The crowd didn't mob him, or if they did, it's weird that they didn't mob any of the other 40,000 attendees.
right.
There was this one guy that everybody picked on, right? This innocent man. They threw rocks at his truck. Just for no reason, they threw rocks at his truck.
Yeah,
right?
you get 6 aggravated assault with deadly weapon charges, just because
Got 8.
you're the victim.
And the reason he got that many is because that's how many people he hit.
Oh,
with his
he-
truck.
Oh, there was like that actual people.
My guess is
that's the
probably-
people. That's probably the people
Aggravated
who
assault is against a person.
are, yeah, and that's the people who are
Yeah.
pressing charges. Like,
Right now, one of them looked dead when I got to the guy.
Fuck.
Like,
wow,
he looked dead. So, I don't know if anybody died or not. I can't find a for sure answer on that one. But,
well, hopefully not.
yeah, but
God damn,
and then he started a GoFundMe page
Jonathan Earl Reed.
for
You're a douchebag.
for medical bills and legal fees because he was involved in an incident.
Medical bills,
Yeah, fuck this guy.
dude. Look at he. I mean, he is fucked up. Look at his face.
Oh, he got fucked up.
He got fucked
he
up.
deserved it. All right. So after I made this post about us talking about the whole Rednecks incident, I got reached out to by the family of the dead guy. He's not dead, which is awesome. His name's Jared Dawson. He had eye surgery this morning to repair a detached retina. We'll be taking the first steps tomorrow morning for his shoulder, which was completely shattered. Looking at complete reconstructive surgery. He does have other injuries, bruised lungs, fractured ribs, scrapes, bruising, tire burn, and a concussion. But the main two things are his eye and shoulder. So I actually got reached out to by his daughter and by him. So he's seen the video and reached out to me. But he has a GoFundMe. And so it's helped Jared heal from Rednecks with Paychecks injuries. Jared was injured at the Rednecks with Paychecks. He was an innocent bystander just off to the side having a good time. All of a sudden, things went south when an individual in a mega truck got into an altercation with several people and decided to drive into the crowd and exit in the vehicles. I want to touch on that for 1 second. He got into an altercation, and then like 20 minutes later, he ran into everybody else. So it wasn't like he was defending himself. This is not a self-defense case. He was fine in his truck if he just would have taken time, calmed down, and everybody would have let it go. But he kept doing bullshit. So, but anyway, we're going to post this GoFundMe, and he and his family have been Freedom Friends listeners for a while now. And so that was kind of cool to hear that. He's also an Army veteran, served 2 tours in Iraq, and like his daughter said, he gets more fucked up at this event by some douchebag. So anyway, we're going to post his GoFundMe, and let's see what we can do to help him out. So thank you guys.
100%.
Yeah. If I don't know. It's
This fucking fat winner.
How much do you think? How much of that do you think was done by the people at Rednecks? How much of that do you think was done by the cops?
Well, it depends on how he.
that happened at Rednecks.
It depends. It depends on how much.
So the guy who got
how much he resisted the cops.
no,
Well,
no. The guy who got ran over, all of his buddies went and
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
followed him.
Nice.
Good.
I think there may have been some street justice. So.
Good. He deserves
And a lot of it maybe happened before
Mhm.
the fight, before he did that. So,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, but there's 1,000 ways you could have handled the situation. One is you could have just stopped.
Yeah.
You could have asked somebody to spot for you. You could have left your truck there and fucking walked to your wherever the fuck it was you were staying.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have asked for a ride. I mean,
Or you could have just drove through a puddle and everybody
So-
would have cheered you on because
So
you're going through a puddle.
I know we blocked out the address,
yeah.
but what city?
I don't know if it's. I have it on my phone.
I'm just trying to just put two and two together to figure out the mindset of this guy.
Yeah.
Because like that truck, that in his tiny little town, if that's where he's from, he might have been fucking Billy Badass.
Oh,
And then he shows up at Rednecks with the same mindset and realizes there's 400 people that have a better truck than him.
Look how he's standing.
I don't know.
You know
Look
what
how
I
he's
mean?
standing with his fucking.
Yeah.
I mean,
He thinks he's a badass.
that was his attitude all night,
Yeah.
being a cocksucker.
Yeah, that guy's a douchebag, man.
It is Crockett, Texas.
Crockett. Okay. Let's see where Crockett, Texas is.
But no, so he started a GoFundMe. But if I can start a go fuck him.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I like
it's,
that.
It's a
Can we have a go?
little
fuck
ass
him?
town in between, in the middle of Houston and DFW. Really not much around it. Cool looking little town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a circle and all roads lead to it.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, look. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
Mikey.
Huh.
Yeah.
It looks like San Antonio, but teeny.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, so if you're defending this guy on online,
There's more to the story.
there's more to the story. And then, and people are telling me that there's more to the story.
You were there.
I was standing there. I watched it for like 2 hours. I watched this shit go down.
Oh, wow. Well, he's a trucker. Reed Transport LLC. I got his number. I got his address.
No, let's not do that.
That was easy. Wow.
Scott, I like your idea of a go fuck him.
Yeah.
I like
It's
to go fuck.
It's just a page where it's just like, hey, go tell this guy to go fuck himself.
Yeah. It's kind of like John Breaks Bad News.
No, like on the obituaries where you can like say what you know.
Yeah.
Like just
the
have-
comment
yeah.
section.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Justin.
I don't know how to build a fucking website.
Oh, when we fucking do?
Give me way too much credit, man. I barely get this shit done.
Shit.
But Scott, other than that, did you have a good time?
Oh, we had a great time.
Fuck yeah.
Unfortunately, and I hope you hear this. Unfortunately, after the police statement that I filled out because I was standing right there, we were done for the night. But the Saturday night, I don't think I got to bed till 6 a.m.
God damn.
Attaboy.
So-
Attaboy.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking A, man.
So it was a good time. I drink a lot.
As you should.
Yeah.
How was ripping around the new toy?
That was fun. I got a video of that.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I'll
send
airdrop
it.
Airdrop
it.
that over to. We'll show the listeners here.
Well, you must be in a good mood because you brought us a nice little treat today.
Yeah. So
A little bottle of Weller.
I figured out like when you enter your phone number, it specs what the points add up for.
Really?
I thought they were points. Like I thought you got free shit or something. No, you get your points for priority on the rare shit.
Oh.
Really?
So I had them break it down to me, and I'm like, "Well, what do you have available right now?" And they had that. But yeah,
Which is a great bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weller
it is
Special
good.
Reserve is a phenomenal bottle.
Yeah.
So you guys who can't see it, we're drinking Weller Special Reserve. That's the old green label, and it's fucking delicious.
But
This is in one of my. I would say this is in one of my top 5 bourbons.
it's a good one. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of this.
And it's not. It wasn't expensive.
No, it's reasonable.
Yeah, you know,
it's
so.
it's super reasonable. It's fine. Yeah.
All right, Justin.
How about you, pal? What'd you get into this weekend?
I had that cigar event on Saturday. That was an all day thing.
In a football game.
What's that?
In a football.
And then
game.
Sunday, yeah, we went and watched a football game, got drunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's about it.
I mean, unfortunately, John is involved with a young lady who is part of the worst fan base ever in the history of fucking sports, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, any city that they have to grease the poles to stop the degens from climbing,
Right.
and they're just like, they made it harder.
But they do it on like,
And they're
it's like,
no.
oh, it's a Monday night game. Go grease the poles.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like only Super Bowl playoff
no,
shit. It's like
weekly shit,
yeah.
dude. Yeah, it's weekly shit. Like, they are fucking terrible, man. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see this video. This looks.
Yeah, Michelle took this one.
This is Scott's new toy.
So that's not the noise from Scott's toy.
Yeah,
That's the
that's-
noise from a different vehicle.
It's confusing, but
Yeah.
like, man, looks like I should be hauling ass there.
But no, it was my first time I watched this. Like, you and Low?
Let's see. You got your windshield down.
Mm-hmm.
Just going and getting it. How muddy are you right now?
You'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's only one side though.
it's true. But a lot of people got stuck there. So, and it's, I don't know, that was fun.
Yeah.
Fucking idea.
We went through a lot of bullshit like that. Some people don't go through the mud at all.
I mean, it looks like a good time.
It's fun.
How funny would it be if, like, you like drove
I
right
think it's
by
hilarious though. Like seeing that right now, right? That's like your suspension is like 8 inches lower than without the mud.
Attaboy.
But that side by side is sitting 8 inches lower.
Dude, when I
Than without
washed
the
it,
mud.
I
Yeah.
bet I knocked 400 pounds
Easily.
mud off that fucking thing.
Scott, we got to get you some goggles.
I got the wind. Yeah, whatever. That's,
We'd get him some fucking Wiley X's or
yeah,
some shit.
That's fine.
That's why I had the goggles in the old
So-
side by side.
Hit play again and pause it here in a second. I'll show you. So right. Oh shit! That side by side's in the way. Right. Well, anyway, you can't see it. I thought you could. Right there, there's showers and like they have like overhead things you
Yeah.
can drive your trucks through.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of
not showers,
Like a
but
monster
like
truck
they have-
car wash.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you could just go in there and just stand outside of it.
Everybody does.
Yeah. Just-
Yeah.
yeah, totally. That's awesome.
No, they got it set up nice where you can get it dirty and you have to be able to clean the radiators out, otherwise you're gonna overheat them all.
This was Rednecks with Paychecks,
Yeah.
which is why it's so clean. There's not a lot of litter around.
We talked about this. We talked. So no, we met a couple friends from Houston, from the extreme off road park that
Yeah.
we go to where they litter,
Yeah.
and they came up to
Where
Redneck.
they litter. You hear him?
We came up to Rednecks, and they came up to Rednecks, and so we were talking about it. I'm like, "What's the one thing you noticed around here?" They're like, nobody litters. I'm like, yeah, I know. Houston degens there that are littering all the time. Stop it.
Degens from Houston country. That's fucking funny, dude.
Well,
That might be my favorite bit that we do on this show at your expense. It used to
I don't
be,
give a fuck.
it
It's
used
so
to
true.
be- like it used
Prove
to be
me wrong.
You hate women, and then it was fucking or before that it was you're old as fuck, and then it was you hate women. This one is better than both of them for me. Like,
If you want to make me be an asshole, then all you have to do is convince the Mexicans not to litter, and I will be the asshole. But until the Mexicans stop littering, I am just right. And they are litterers.
It goes back to the age-old saying: "It's not racist if it's true."
Justin, I want you to read.
It's not even racist. It's
want
not
you to use-
how is that racist?
Because you're singling out one group of people.
Because they're the ones that fucking are doing
I
it.
want you to redact every time he said Mexican, so it sounds like he's saying the N word.
Mikey, I still have to get paid, man. We can't actually cancel Scott.
They're Mexican, not throw shit away.
God damn it!
I'll die on this hill. Prove me wrong.
Fuck.
All right, to change the subject, there's some other cool vehicles out there.
Oh, look at that!
This is the bulletproof golf cart that
Oh.
Elon Musk is working on for Trump.
That's sweet.
That's fucking dope, dude. Look at that.
I know it's styled after the Cybertruck, but it
Dual
looks way
suspension.
better than the Cybertruck.
So speaking of the Cybertruck, I'm in line behind one the other day at Dutch Bros. Me and Haley went to go get coffee,
Yeah.
right? And there's one in front of me. And this bitch just hits switches and just starts and lowers it down so the girl can talk to him. And then after she talked to him, he fucking raised it back up and shit. I was like, fuck you, man.
Our Dodges used to be able to do that.
Yeah.
They are head turners. I mean,
Yeah, because
You'll look at it every time you see one.
yeah.
Yeah, because every time I see it, I think I'm in Back to the Future Part 2.
And actually, every time I see one, it's usually like oncoming.
yeah.
And as whatever I'm doing, I'm driving, and I'm like, yay.
Yeah. I mean, that looks fucking dope. I think it looks cooler as a golf cart than it does a truck.
Yeah.
Agreed. I can't remember. Was it John or Dave sent me one, and they had a wrap that made it look like a F-150, like all the curves and shit. And I was like, yeah, it looks a little better.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then in other very big news, P. Diddy caught them charges.
Yeah, he did.
Did he do it?
Oh, Diddy did it.
Did he do?
Diddy definitely fucking did it with 1,000 bottles of lube. Did you see the dildo picture
So-
yet?
700
hold
and something.
on. I'm gonna be like half of our listeners right now.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea
Okay.
what the fuck is going on with Sean Diddy Combs. I really don't. I from the get-go with this dude, I could give two fucks about anything he's ever.
Well,
100% agreed.
according to the affidavit. All right. Yeah. And full
I
disclosure,
had-
same. Like,
I had to look into it with the baby oil thing. Once that came out,
I
they
figured
raided his house and found 1,000 bottles of fucking baby oil.
baby oil and lube.
That's an excessive
hey,
amount of.
gentlemen, we don't kink shame.
That's
here.
true. That's true. Well,
Okay, but let's
But
just-
if he's a pedo, he can go fuck himself.
I don't.
pictures
I
of
don't.
dildos,
I
dude.
don't kink shame, but I math a little bit. Say he has 100 rooms in his home.
Yeah, that's a bottle of room.
That's
That's
10
10 bottles a room.
That's
in
10
one
bottles of weed.
room.
1,000. Yeah, that's
In
true.
one room, where do you put 10 bottles of baby oil?
I think it
and,
was-
and then
you
you do
start
it.
with one on each nightstand.
Well, maybe he's like an
It's
extreme.
still not mathing for me.
Maybe he's an extreme couponer. He's one of those guys.
maybe they
Yes.
were setting up a slip and slide.
800 would have cost him $200, but 1,000 they were all free.
Yeah,
Hey, you know
I
what?
get that. Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
That's great logic.
Maybe this is just me being devil's advocate. Maybe he's an extreme couponer, and that's where those came from. Maybe he got a deal on those and on dildos. Maybe it was a package deal.
right.
You know what I mean?
I would
'Cause-
love if in court they're like, "Why did you have 1,000 bottles of baby oil?" It's like, what? Anybody else not have a Costco membership?
y'all don't do extreme couponing. You're leaving money on the table, dog. What the fuck?
Anyway,
I
what?
will say
what
Haley
did he
did
do?
the extreme couponing for a while, and I didn't pay for like mouthwash, soap, fucking dish detergent, anything like that for like a year and a half, 2 years, because she did it for a little while,
Nice.
and she would get it for like pennies. It was insane, and then it was just way too much work, and we were like, "Fuck this!" It was like having a second job.
Yeah, so he was denied the $50 million bail
Yeah.
that was proposed.
I'll read the listeners the breakdown that we got here. Sean Diddy Combs is currently in jail after being arrested on charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The rapper was taken into custody on September 16th.
Let's go back to it. Transportation to engage in prostitution.
Yeah, he was essentially Lolita Express, like Epstein, flying motherfuckers to go fuck prostitutes.
Yeah, but so is that
It's human trafficking if you bring him here, but it's transportation too if you bring the guy there.
so? Anybody who's ever gone to what's the legal brothel in Vegas?
The bunny ranch.
The Bunny
Bunny
Ranch. So could I get transportation to engage in prostitution if I'm on my way to the Bunny Ranch?
Federally, yeah, technically.
Huh.
Technically, the U.S. Navy does it every time they pull up to a fucking port. So, I mean, shit, let's call it real,
Right?
dude.
Anyway, okay. This is a weird charge.
The rapper was taken into custody on September 16th after nearly a year of ongoing investigations, which included home raids and several lawsuits against him, alleging sex abuse and rape. The allegations came to a head in September when Combs was indicted on 3 charges and a judge denied the $50,000 bail proposal that his attorney put forth. In the indictment, prosecutors alleged that Combs manipulated women into engaging in, quote, highly orchestrated performances, end quote, while he called, quote, which he called freak-offs, that also allegedly involved paid male sex workers. Per the indictment, Combs also paid the sex workers and women to fly to wherever he was located at the time. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe he's transporting hookers in.
Okay, I have a question.
See, to me, that's
a question.
that's sex
again.
trafficking. That's not.
It sounds to me like he was paying male hookers to fuck female prostitutes.
That is what it sounds like. Yeah.
So if you're paying prostitutes to prostitute to each other,
That's called porn.
That's called porn. And he's videoing it. That's porn.
that's a weird charge again.
Now,
Yeah.
to go back to the 1,000 bottles of lube.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't think we made it there yet.
I can buy a 55-gallon drum of lube.
True.
Like, right here.
Now, is that
It's
more?
$1,959.99 on Amazon.
I have a question.
I can have it here between September 22nd and October 2nd.
I have a
It
question.
depends on the size of those bottles. I don't know that yet. We'll get.
You
But
cannot
I
have it here.
I have a question for you, John.
Yeah.
Which is less inconspicuous, a 55-gallon drum or
A
1,000 bottles?
Well, 1,000 bottles is probably more handy because it's be hard to roll the drum around from room to room.
It's a good choice of words.
I don't know. I don't know which one's less creepy.
No, here's the thing, though, right?
They're both weird.
Now, let's put a little thought into this. Okay, so like Scott was saying, you have 10 rooms, so you have 100 bottles in each room of your house.
Yeah.
Right. Or you run a 55-gallon drum like a draft system, and you just run a line to each room. You just have it's like hand sanitizer on the wall. You just boop,
Just Astroglide.
slap it on.
Yeah, dude, you just get Astroglide on tap, dude. It's KY on tap. That's
Yeah.
fucking great.
Okay, so yes, 1,000 bottles looks way worse because I can hide this in the closet. You don't even know.
Huh.
You ever come to my house and there's hand sanitizer on the wall?
Well, now I think the racketeering is the biggest one. That's to me is a little. The indictment alleges that the criminal group that he ran a criminal group that carefully organized what Combs referred to as freak-offs. Members of his staff allegedly planned events from start to finish in which Combs manipulated women to join him in drug-fueled orgies with male prostitutes and filmed them to silence the victims after. Planning the freak-offs allegedly included arranging travel for the women and sex workers and supplying drugs such as cocaine, methamphetamine, and oxycodone to coerce partygoers into sex. Fucking coke whores. Combs' staff would make sure to book and stock hotel.
So are you
rooms with
worse of a
necessary
person?
supply.
Are you a worse of a person if you'll just engage in sex without the drugs?
Well, but if you keep reading right here, it says that Combs' staff would make sure to book and stock hotel rooms with the necessary supplies and would clean the room afterwards.
See, that's courtesy.
While also resupplying Combs and delivering cash to the sex workers. Like,
This sounds like porn.
it sounds like it's a pretty well-run
Sounds like
crime
capitalism.
ring.
Yeah.
You know, and imagine booking that hotel and be like, oh shit, here we fucking go. And then they check out and you walk in the room and you're like, oh,
But
Fucking A.
back to my question here. Okay. Planning the freak-offs, allegedly including arranging travel for women and sex workers, and supplying drugs such as cocaine, meth, and oxycodone to coerce the partygoers into sex.
Yeah.
It was like
Man.
his clients he was getting sex workers for.
he should have
So
had
he's-
him sign better NDAs.
That's true.
But like if you're a sex worker, you have to have cocaine, meth, or oxy to.
no, they do it.
No, they
for
were
money.
using that to, as it says there, to coerce partygoers into it.
But Meek Mill
So-
was getting butt
so they'd
fucked
have-
by him for free.
I'm assuming they'd have sex workers start the party, and then they try to get just the attendees to join in.
Oh. So am I worse? Am I more of a shitty human if I just engage in sex without doing the drugs first?
I love how there's all of these celebrities and politicians that are definitely connected to Diddy, right? That are all of a sudden deleting their Twitter feeds.
Right.
Like,
Oh, isn't
like
it-
Pink deleted her Twitter feed. Usher deleted his Twitter feed. All of them.
Did you see
50
Usher's-
cents?
Usher?
Well, 50 Cent hates Diddy.
I know.
So he's all about talking shit. He's having the fucking greatest time ever right now.
Yeah.
Did you see Usher came out and was just like, my account got hacked and y'all ran with it. And it was like, oh, that's convenient. It
Yeah.
just happened to get hacked.
Yeah.
Like,
So, and that's the other thing. They asked Bieber about it because P. Diddy's connected to Justin Bieber, right?
oh.
And because Bieber was discovered by Usher,
Yep.
Usher, when he was 16,
Yep.
was under conservatorship and guardianship by this motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
So, dude, the fucking web is deep, man. It's wild. Oprah's involved. Apparently the Obamas there's some kind of things. I read a tweet, and it said something like, if you think this shit's bad. Wait until they drop the stuff about Obama
So
in this.
so
like,
he's gonna kill himself then.
He's on suicide
well,
watch.
that's why I don't know if you saw because I saw that he was on Suicide Watch and I already posted it.
Is he in
on
the
my
same
page.
place
I
Epstein was?
I was like, no, he's in Brooklyn.
Oh,
he's not in Rikers. Right?
I was like, I know it's New York. I
he
couldn't
is in
remember
the same
where.
place that R. Kelly went.
Hey,
He is
look
there.
up Diddy on Trump. He's on like a talk show talking about Trump. It's kind of funny to
Oh, yeah.
listen to it and then now know
Is
it's
he like shitting on him?
it's just funny. Justin will find
Just
it.
knowing what you know now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I find the whole thing interesting. I'm excited to see what comes out, but at the same time, I have never been a fan of Combs. I've never been a fan of P. Diddy. I'll even say something wildly controversial right now. I thought fucking Biggie Smalls sucked too. All right, like I was fucking Team Tupac all day. All right, like West, what, dude? Like fucking, like yeah, I was on Tupac's side on this whole thing, man.
I was
have been from the jump.
indifferent to all of it.
Like I've never thought that fat, talentless fuck from fucking New York was good, or his fucking retarded little brother here who was clearly fucking weird, right? The dolphin faced bitch right here. Like I've never thought any of them. I thought here's another one. Nas fucking sucks dick too. Like I don't like any of those rappers. I never have, but
No, it's Diddy's interviewed by somebody and he's talking to Trump or talking about Trump.
See if I can find it.
I don't know. I know at one point Donald Trump referred to him as a friend of his.
Yeah.
But I think that's just what rich people say. I mean, he's a good guy. He's a good friend. Yeah, he's got a few million. I might need to tap into later. You know,
Right.
shit. I don't know. We got a big week coming up. What are we doing for next week here, Justin, on the old Freedom Friends? Because John and I are out of the country.
We'll figure that out after we record.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, listeners.
there will be an episode.
We're
We got-
and we plan on recording while we're on the
Yeah,
Yeah, very true.
on the boat
No.
too. So
Very, very true.
because this will come out while y'all are gone, and then we'll get the one that y'all record while you're there.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we won't miss an episode.
Okay.
Y'all
Nice.
still get your weekly dose of mediocrity.
Attaboy. I love it. Yeah, we're going on our dive tour
on a love boat.
on the Love Boat. Dude, I looked up the boat that we're staying on. I sent you the thing. That thing's fucking nice.
Yeah,
That thing's nice as shit, dude. Like,
I looked all that up the day that we signed up for it.
I'm-
so
I'm not good at this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not even packed
Mikey
yet.
gets there, it's a canoe.
right.
All right.
that
I'll sleep in this.
did you got everything you need for the trip? Do you think? Have you looked?
I think
You haven't looked.
I have.
Oh, yeah.
I have a little bit. Yeah. I think I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bought a couple little things. Bought a knife
Yeah.
for my BCD. Yeah.
The Mars knife.
Not the Mari's,
Okay.
another one. It's a blunt tip one.
Nice.
It's pretty new. It's pretty cool, but it locked on just like the Mari's one does. So I bought one of those. I bought another cage for my session, for my GoPro session,
Okay,
my little
cool.
square one, because I'm gonna have two GoPros on me on each dive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have one on my BCD on a strap.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have one handheld.
Okay.
So, we'll get a lot of footage.
Yeah.
You know, plus have yours.
I got mine.
Like,
And I just got a light for it.
nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So, and it's cool. Like, so 4 years ago when I got back into diving, I was looking at like accessories and shit. And like, I was like, oh, the GoPro. And it was like very expensive, shitty housings
Yeah.
to like that hold a GoPro
Yeah.
or like a selfie stick. You know what I mean? And then the lights, it was like, you need professional dive lights or you need these cheap Chinese lights that only work some of the time. You know, like it wasn't that great.
Right.
And but now like the light that I just got literally has on the bottom and the top has GoPro mounts. So it mounts to whatever your mount is, then your GoPro mounts on top of the light.
Nice.
So you don't even need like an extra housing or anything else to fucking like it was super cool. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Okay.
Fucking A.
The snorkel mask I had a GoPro mount.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple companies that make like good masks
Yeah.
that have but what a lot of the companies are doing is they're making a mount that clips onto your mask that
Yeah.
you mount the GoPro to.
I've seen that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I don't think I want that.
You'd
I
probably
don't think I want that on my mouth.
I do too much shit with like
It would be better to have it filmed here though than anywhere else, depending on where, because you're always
Now,
going to be
for snorkeling, yes,
no, even diving, right?
until something happens with your mask. And now you have this added weight and this added shit,
I
and,
got you.
and you're 100 feet deep, and you're fucking with your visibility.
Yeah.
And now you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so
That's why I'd rather just have it on my hand.
yeah.
Like, here's something I can be like, hey, fuck off.
But so like I've always ran it on a selfie stick and just clipped it to my BCD,
Yeah.
so that way if I needed both hands, I could just drop it. It's
Right.
not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And then the one cool thing I did get for this trip is it's a flashlight mount, but it straps to your hand. So your flashlight's mounted on top of your hand. So you still have both hands to do whatever you need to do with, and then you still have your light.
Is it like a universal mount? Can you use any light?
It should be. So I got 2 lights, and they both work on it.
Nice.
So as long as it's like a regular flashlight tube.
Okay.
Well,
'cause
but I
you-
got that off of that.
You and I have the same light.
Yeah. But I got that idea off of that documentary you told me to watch.
Yeah.
About the people dying in the cave. Because all the tech divers like that, they run these super high lumen lights with a cord and a battery pack.
Yeah.
And so that cord is just run down their arm onto this, and you don't hold it. It's just a mount that's on your arm. And so I was like, well, they got to make these just for a flashlight, because those cameras are those flashlights are like $500.
Yeah.
Will you send me the link that you use?
Okay.
I'm curious
Yeah,
to
it's
see
like
it.
$12.
Yeah, I'm curious to see it. That's the thing. Like a lot of little stuff that's genuinely helpful on shit like this. And it's the same with skydiving too. And any kind of extreme.
You won't know
right?
until you
Like,
do it.
You won't.
Yeah.
But
You're like, oh man, that'd be nice.
But a lot of them, it's like it makes so much sense where you're like, God damn.
Yeah. Well, it's like the
You know,
shooting
like-
community,
Oh
Like,
yeah.
we have bags for precision, long range shooting, and they're help you in positional shit and resting your rifle on them and all this stuff, right?
For sure.
And so we have a rear bag, and then we have 3 different size, like rectangle, square looking bags. And we were shooting 8 years ago, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
And you look at the bags that are out now, and they make one bag that does everything the 4 bags that we have did and more. And it's all because over the past 10 years, people are using these bags like, man, if it had a V, it'd be so much better.
Well, remember when the best flashlight you could buy was a mag light?
I know.
Yeah.
And they blow dick.
Yeah.
And then
You know what I mean?
Surefire came out.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is cool for 20 seconds. So
Now
the
I have
battery
a-
dies.
Well, and now you get a
Now I have a 10,000 lumen bullshit. Yeah.
Right? Like-
LED light that's fucking off of Timo that works fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still good lights. You can get good lights.
Like, I think my hog light is that I have, which is it just clips on the top of my scope and whatever. I think that is as bright as like the plug-in spotlight I used in high school to go shine
Yeah.
for animals. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
The one that you'd have to worry about burning your truck down.
right,
Yeah.
like it would get, yeah.
It's so fucking hot.
The
Yeah.
million candle
If
power.
if you set it down, you turn it off and you set it down in your seat, it would burn a hole.
Yeah.
Those
You'd have like a fucking burn mark on your seat. Yeah. I did upgrade the old watch.
Oh, nice.
So I did get that going.
Do you like it?
It's exactly the same as my other one.
Oh yeah.
Except I do like how much bigger it is.
Oh yeah.
And now granted, I had the 45, 46.
46, I think.
I had the
Milligram.
biggest one. I had the milligram. I had the biggest one that they made before the
Ultra.
Ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty nice. Yeah. This is the first day I'm using this band because I wasn't.
So I got that band too. And
This is the one for scuba.
and I wore this one the whole time I dove.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't mind it, but for everyday use, this one's so much more convenient.
That's I get
It's
that
a pain in the ass.
stretchy one that I like, but like
And if you wear a wetsuit with that, you have to get the extended band. It's not big enough to fit.
because it won't go.
Well, you only have 3 clips?
I got a little bit left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little bit left. Yeah, I got 3 holes left on this
Yeah.
one. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it'll work for the week that I'm using.
I'll bring my extra just in case.
Please.
Yep.
Thank you.
And I'd recommend you wear the other one and then use that as your backup for like
That's what I was
at
thinking about
least
doing.
a couple,
like
just to make sure.
rocking that. Well, I want to kind of compare.
Yeah.
I'd like to compare them a little bit too. But yeah, dude. I got my gloves. I kind of started like you know how like you and I both kind of wear the same footwear.
Yeah.
While we wear our Altas and all this. I don't know if we're allowed to wear that on the boat.
What do you mean? Like walking around?
Yeah.
Why not? was just like, they're just shoes.
Yeah, I think I've read somewhere that it's like a barefoot only areas and shit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which
I plan on flip flops.
A lot of boats are that way.
Yeah. I plan on flip flops and that's it. If I need to wear anything, other than that, it's just putting my fucking shit on to go dive.
Yeah,
and that and his shorts and tank tops.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah,
it does look like we're gonna have some weather the last day we're there, which doesn't matter because we won't be diving anyways.
I don't care.
Right?
Yep. I mean, that's something we have no control over that. I'm glad it's this far late in hurricane season.
Me too. But I've never been to Turks and Caicos.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. It's weird. I did a little research on the island. So it's under British rule. It's a British colony.
Yeah.
But they use the US dollar. US dollar is like their official currency.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, fuck you, Brits.
Make sure you go through your bags before you pack them.
Oh, that's
to
true.
make sure you don't have any spare ammo in it.
Remember that last guy that got fucking he was hung up for a while.
And then it cost him $11,000 to get out, or
going down there.
Yeah. That's Turks Caicos.
Yeah. No.
So that's why I
won't bring any bags that I've used any of that shit for.
Well, yeah, that's why that Pelican, and I was just like, there's never been anything in this.
Are you using your Pelican?
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna bring.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about bringing mine. It might be a little big though.
Yeah. I'm just gonna see the first trip with it.
Well,
they said to bring soft case luggage because the storage on the boat.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
I'm just gonna bring the cruise bag.
Yeah,
my fucking one because I don't know. It's made for my scuba shit.
No, it'll be fun.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about it. Should be fun. I would be a liar if I wasn't saying I'm a little freaked out because we're gonna see sharks.
Yeah,
there's gonna.
I'm gonna snag food from every meal. And I'm going to bring 550 cord and tie little pieces of food to 550 cord and hang them off your BCD once we get in the water.
I'll fucking stab you.
It'll be good footage. We got to bring the fish around us somehow.
It's time on your own fucking shit. All right. And me as your dive buddy, I'll gladly just be like, hey, look, there he is losing a fucking limb. I'll fucking put the tourniquet on you and fucking take you to your safety stop, bitch.
I love that. Mikey has to face one of his fears on this trip. It's going to be so fun.
Dude.
Are you really scared of sharks like that?
I'm scared of the ocean, period. Because
he's scared.
I respect it.
He's scared of a thing, animal, mammal, fish, whatever you want to call it.
It's just
that's bigger than him. That gets close to him.
It just makes me wonder with the whole amphib thing. Like,
well, they were on top of the water.
Yeah, bro, we're not swimming through the mother. Well, we've had to. I had to do fucking surf qual, but I'm on top of the water, and I used to surf
in a fucking tank.
But even
it doesn't always work out. Even throwing that out there.
Even when I was surfing, though, like. I'm on top of the water. I don't see what's underneath me. And ignorance is fucking bliss.
See, I'd rather be under the water than on top of it.
Yeah,
100%.
Especially in an amphib tank.
I know. I'd rather be on top of the water than under it in those.
I would rather be on top of the tank than in the tank on the ocean.
That's definitely better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being in a hatch.
Yeah, they don't sink slowly.
No.
Well,
they can. Those 8 Marines that died a couple years ago would disagree.
Yeah, but it's because it sank quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not slowly.
Well, I mean, that was a whole fucking shit show. That whole situation sucked. But,
they must have had like some waves come in over the top or something.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. And what makes an amphibious assault vehicle water worthy really is these things called plenums. Right. And it's kind of, you have a rear plenum and a front plenum, and it's kind of like the hood of the vehicle, like it opens up.
Oh yeah,
and that's how you access everything. Right. But the cooling tower seals on the plenum, and then when the plenums close or open, like if they're closed, it's for water to keep water out of the system, right? And if they're open, it's like, oh no, they're open, and like there's little like indicators on the top that can show you when you're driving. You're like, all right, yeah, my plenums are open, we're good, type of shit, right? Or oh, my plenums are closed, we're fucked. You know what I mean? So it circulates the air while we're underwater, while we're in the water, it circulates the air because it's closed off to the top of watertight integrity. It's circulating the air from inside the engine compartment through the vehicle, right? Oh. And then out the exhaust.
Okay.
Whereas when we're on land, that doesn't fucking matter. We open up the plenums, fresh air goes in, and it works, right? So that's what makes them amphibious is there's plenums that open and close that allow that shit, right?
Is there like massive bilge pumps or not?
There's 4. There's 4 bilge pumps in those. There's 2 electric and 2 hydraulic, and they're only about this fucking big. Because if you think about it, it's not that huge of a vehicle.
Yeah.
Right.
So 4 bilge pumps is more than enough. You'll if they're all 4 working, which here's the fucked up thing, it's not deadlined unless there's a combination of 2 that fucking don't work. Right? So it's got to be like a combination of one or the other. So you can have like a our electrics are working fine, but our fucking hydraulics are fucked. Right. Nope, that's deadline. But if you got 1 and 1, oh yeah, you're good hook, bro. You're fine. it's a little shady. But and I think with that Amtrak that sunk, the plenums opened while it was in the water. So a wave came in.
Yeah.
And once you get that amount, it shorts out the fucking bilge, and that's kind of what I assume happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which sucks.
Yeah. No, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
So in other news today, Hezbollah and
Dude,
IDF. Have you heard anything about that?
Can I just say,
I have not.
I'm so fucking proud of the IDF. You even heard about the pagers?
Oh yeah. No, that wasn't today though.
The pagers and the walkie-talkies? What happened today?
So starting last night, let me see if I can try to find an article.
But yeah, the pagers was brilliant.
That is the most successful clandestine operation I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
My hat's off to you there, Mossad. Fucking A.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that. Let's take 1990s technology that we all used to fuck around with and blow them up.
But not only that, but let's create a false company.
Yeah.
And get the contract. Like, there's a lot of logistical fucking miracles that happen.
Fucking
there.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk about make a plan, stick to the plan, complete the fucking plan? That's awesome, dude. Like, you gotta respect that ingenuity.
So,
like, who pitched that?
Here, this is from
who listened to that? That's what I want to know.
And who was like, that could work.
This is from a news article today. It's got some videos attached to it. But since this morning, the Israel Air Force has struck more than 1,300 Hezbollah targets in Lebanon.
Out of what?
At least 356 people, including 24 children and 39 women, and 2 medics have been killed and over 1,246 wounded in the Israeli attack on Lebanon. IAF fighter jets and drones launched more than 1,400 munitions at Hezbollah targets, which, according to the IDF, included buildings and other sites where Hezbollah had stored rockets, missiles, launchers, and drones that posed a threat and were intended to have been used against Israel.
I saw one video where like, oh, I think nuclear war just started because there was this huge fucking explosion.
That was a Russian ammo depot.
That's exactly what it was. It was a Russian,
and they hit it with a drone.
And they hit it with a fucking
and it was
drone.
supposed.
Are we talking Ukraine hit that?
Yeah, that was Ukraine.
No, I'm talking about one that happened in Lebanon.
Oh no, I don't know about that.
But it was an Iranian fucking depot, and they fucking hit it with the fucking
that Russian one that hit
drone
was insane.
Yeah, the problem with all this though is it is inching us closer.
Oh, it's coming, dude.
Yeah,
it's coming. It's coming until.
But so at what point? I'm
curious to see who wins our election. You know.
So, but at what point?
Do we get involved?
No. At what point does the world get to choose who Israel gets to and does not get to attack after being attacked?
I don't give 2 fucks about that.
No, I know that.
I don't want to be drug into another fucking war over what Israel's doing.
I feel that the only way that the U.S. should be drawn in is if it's we're ending the ideology of terrorism.
Yeah, okay.
Well, if you're ending the ideology of terrorism, you're going to have to end something else first.
It would be World War III.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be against a specific sect or country or group. It would be against anybody who has that belief, that mindset, that ideology. It's like World War II. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was uniformed, but that's because there was only one group that had that mentality.
I get it, but I liked what we did in World War II, where we kind of like,
we waited until it was like, okay, this is clear now.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah. I feel like the same aspect.
We don't need to be the first ones all the time.
Well, at this point, it's just like
Israel's a different monster, man.
It is. It is.
And I say that because Israel's our only true ally in the region.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
but they're also doing a pretty damn good job on their own right now.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing,
You know,
they're doing fine. In fact, I told you before, Jews rule.
yeah.
They're doing fine. But
Pager ops. Yeah.
I am,
That made me so proud.
because I agree with you that I don't think America needs to be brought into another fucking war that really doesn't have anything to do with this.
Yeah.
In that same breath, I feel that we have a responsibility to Israel specifically. And I say that due to our part, not just us, us and all of the fucking people who were also involved in the creation of that state.
Yeah.
Right? Like we promised you that we would have your back.
They've always had our back.
They've always had our back.
Yeah.
But we promised them when we fucking helped them stand it up that we would always have their back.
Yeah.
And I'm not about fucking not doing that, you know? And and I love that apparently every lesbian on the planet's fucking pro-Palestinian now, which is fucking hilarious to me.
You got 2 strikes against you, ladies.
like, dude, go to Palestine and tell them how much you support them. Fucking dare you. It's just fucking ridiculous, man. Like, they're not going to take kindly to your Subaru. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I don't know. As long as they can mount a turd on it, I don't think they care what they drive.
that's true. But I'm torn on the issue because I agree with you. I don't want to see our country and our servicemen and women go back to a fucking war we had to.
And if we enter this, right, it's going to be with Iran, and Iran,
Well, so
we're gonna fuck Iran up in a week.
we would.
I feel like we're
We're capable of definitely fucking anybody up we want to in a week.
Yeah.
That's not how we're going to be allowed to do it.
Oh, absolutely not. There's gonna be so much fucking because they won't take the chain off.
I don't know who the new Dick Cheney Halliburton is, but there's somebody out there.
Yeah.
That they're going to drag it on for 20 fucking years. And I'm kind of over that shit. Right?
Well, that's why I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see who. I'm interested in our election, in our presidential election this year, because I think that will dictate the further path in that region.
So I don't think the U.S. is going to get involved unless something big happens.
You mean like a music festival?
No, not at all. Are we involved?
Yeah,
financially?
Yeah. Sure, it's a proxy war. Let's call it.
But we don't. In order for us to have boots on the ground, I think something like severe needs to happen. They're going
to have to attack America
against the U.S.
Yeah,
right. Because even if it's against a NATO ally, which Israel, but say it's another one, right? I still don't think the U.S. is going to get involved. I think it'll be more of a proxy at that point, but I don't think we're going to deploy anybody.
I think the single thing that would get the U.S. involved, the single most likely thing, is Kamala being elected.
I don't disagree with you.
No, because so it has to be a vote from Congress. And I don't think if Kamala gets elected, I don't think the House and the Senate are going to go the same route.
When's the last time Congress has voted for a war, Justin?
Here's the thing.
2001.
So to declare war, yes.
Yes.
But to put boots on the ground, the president can do that for 30 days with the Marines.
No, I'm well aware. I get it.
Like they can, and once we're on the deck, what are they going to be like? Hey, we're not going to do any of that. Like,
World War II, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we fought the whole war on terror without Congress declaring it.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, that is the way it's supposed to work, along with the way everything is supposed to work that doesn't. So yeah.
I mean,
but we are inching closer, and the reason that I think that we're inching closer is because it's not just a one country fight anymore. It's not just Iran and their proxies. Now it's entering into Syria.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So,
well, I mean, it's already in Beirut, like Lebanon,
Yeah. But so that whole general area. Now,
which is also an ally of ours.
but the thing that's happening though is there's more and more different sects that are getting involved.
Yeah.
SECTS.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yes. Well, now that Hezbollah's
So once you get sex involved, it's over.
now that Hezbollah's poking its stupid nose into the fight.
But that's what I mean. So now you have Hamas and Hezbollah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So now you have two different groups
Two different terrorist organizations.
that have similar ideologies. So now we're getting closer to that. Okay. Now we're not against a country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because I don't think it's going to be war declared against Iran or Syria or Lebanon.
I think the threat of World War III has to be real in order for World War III not to happen.
I feel like there needs to be like 2 or 3 more terrorist organizations that want to join in on this shit show that's happening in the Middle East. In order
Come on, ISIS.
in order for it to be on a global scale.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
That's a very good point. It's a very good point.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. It's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
I'm just over the 20-year war shit.
My niece reached out to me the other day.
Is it illegal for the UN to fund private military?
No.
So if they created a force like the French Foreign Legion, but not tied to one country, let's say the UN hypothetically like farmed out Blackwater.
Well, the UN has its own standing military of some kind, right?
No, but what if
it's called us?
But what?
Why do you think
the guys that wear the blue and the
why do you think they can't sanction us?
Yeah, the UN people.
Yeah, but why do you think they can't sanction America? Because we're their fucking military. like we're
But
the ones that do it.
Why wouldn't they do that and then use the private military to seek out all these organizations that are across the globe? And then that way, one country isn't tied to it. And if these organizations want to go after NATO, like fucking, let's go, buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why don't we actually use the things that we have put in place for security and safety in this world?
Well, and the reason,
against the
right.
You know what I mean? Like, let's just, hey, how about we just stop this bullshit? Like, cool, you're making money on it. Yeah, I appreciate that. But thousands and thousands of people are dying. So we've had enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it used to be carry the big stick, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what nuclear was. But maybe we need to carry just a little bit smaller stick.
No, I think they just have to legitimately go back to sticks.
Yeah.
Like, shoot whoever you can shoot, but if you don't get to shoot them, they're still around. And you guys got your sticks, right? Fucking have fun, boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You want to stick combat?
The problem, when is the last time the NATO has been unified behind a cause?
never.
Never, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the problem. You have, look at NATO voted to fucking, they didn't want Israel to defend itself.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
almost initially.
Yeah.
It was a split
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, they still have arrest warrants out. I don't think they pulled those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Netanyahu.
yeah.
And I can't remember the other guy.
I don't think he gives a fuck.
0. Yeah.
He was like, "You have no power here." Yeah.
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 My niece hit me up the other day and was like, "Let me talk to you about the Marine Corps."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, here we go." And I was like, "All
How
right."
old's your niece?
Was she trying to get you to join?
She is 19,
Okay.
18, almost 19. Good head on her shoulders. She's going to a trade school. She's going to MMI. Not MMI. What's the other
UTI.
one? UTI. Yeah. Like she's got a good head on her shoulders. She fucking
There's,
You know.
what do you do? Okay. So I have children that I'm
Yeah.
encouraging to join the military, but
sure.
so for a niece, right? Like,
She's getting offers already for like $200K a year starting. She's like, "I want to join the Marines." I'm like, "You're stupid.
it's stupid.
You're fucking dumb." I was like,
I
"Let me
mean-
tell you about the reserves. If you really want to do it,
Right,
keep your
right.
$200,000 a year job and then
Yeah.
go do this in the reserves.
Yeah.
Be a motor team mechanic. You can go fucking anywhere."
But there are a lot of MOSs that there's a lot of MOSs people should look at. I don't know. I'm torn, right? Because like I want to tell my boys, like, hey, you actually want to serve? Like, join the fucking infantry.
Yeah, you join the army, you join the Marines.
But on the other hand,
Fucking-
on the other hand, I'm a dad. I don't want my boys to join the infantry,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You
Not-
know,
not me.
like
Not me. I want my kids to join the infantry.
I don't. I did it first.
Those
but I'm
fucking,
like,
those fucking assholes deserve.
but
they deserve
right.
to suck.
but okay, like Logan, prime example, right? I'm trying to talk Logan into joining the Marines for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Because he needs a little discipline, whatever, right?
How old's Logan now?
Well, he's 19, but he's joining the Coast Guard.
Yeah.
But the Coast Guard, I can see him doing 20 years. I'm giving him a career.
Yeah.
If I said, hey, Marine Corps infantry, I'm giving him 4 to 8. Like
Probably 4.
probably 4. I mean, let's be real, right? Most Marines
Yeah.
don't make it past the 8-year mark. Probably 90%,
Yeah, that's probably true.
right?
Yeah.
And there's a reason for it.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah. You know, and I would say Army.
It gets way better after that.
I would say Army infantry probably has a little bit longer retention period.
Well, because we got newer equipment.
Well, then you guys have more options.
Well, there's more room for
There's more options to move.
there's
You know
more
what I
there's
mean?
more
Like,
room for advancement.
It's like
whatever.
you're not going to get stuck at Fort Hood the whole time.
I was at Campbell for
Yeah.
10 years.
You get stuck.
I mean,
Yeah, I was at Campbell for the whole.
yeah, you can,
Yeah,
but the option's still there. You know what I mean? Where
yeah.
it's like, hey, like,
I had 4 sets of orders that I never deployments got in the way of, or you know what I mean. So
yeah.
yeah,
That was the beauty of op tempo back then. You know, is like I remember I came off a deployment and they were like, "Hey, you got flagged for recruiting duty," and I was like,
yeah.
"You guys haven't seen me with my sleeves up. Let me go. Let me go talk to this fucking idiot up at battalion real quick." And I walked to the career planner's office and he's like, "Stazzard Fahey, hey, I got orders from you." And I just lifted my sleeves. He goes, "Fuck," and I was like, "Nobody told you, dude?" And he was like, "I had no idea." I was like, "You better take your pictures." So he took pictures of my tattoos,
Yeah.
set them down there, and they were like, "Never mind."
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I got orders to Korea, and I think deployment number 1 got me out of that. Then I was going to reclass and was going to be the Chinook thing and do the warrant officer thing. Deployment number 2 got me out of that. Then I got recruiting duty right when I got back from deployment number 2, but a demotion got me out of that.
nice,
And I ETS, so it didn't matter. But
fucking nice.
yeah, but I'm like, fuck no. I would have killed myself before I became a recruiter.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't lie to kids for a living.
I would have done drill sergeant, which would have sucked probably worse. Job wise, those guys,
It's a demanding job.
they work their asses.
They were, yeah.
like marriage wise,
Yeah.
like being a drill
Your
sergeant,
marriage is fucked.
just as bad as being deployed.
Yeah, your marriage.
Probably worse. Yeah. And then you're working with these fucking kids. Like
Yeah.
it would have been hard, both of them.
It would have been hard. It's a difficult duty, sure.
But recruiter,
I would rather be a drill instructor.
I'd rather be dead.
Yeah, I'd
Like I would never
So,
want to be a recruiter.
we call them B billets in the Marines,
Yeah.
right? And there used to be, there was only 3, right? And there was so, which you would appreciate this, their change, but there used to be it was drill instructor, recruiter, Marine security guard, right?
Okay.
So you could go out and do embassy duty. It's considered a B billet, right? Which I was like, fuck yeah. And then I learned, oh, you have tattoos, you can't do it. So I was like, fuck me. And then and then they changed the rules on recruiting, so I couldn't do that. So the only thing I could do was drill instructor, right? And then they started. There's a combat instructor now. The guys who teach School of Infantry,
Yeah,
and-
like we had that too.
Yeah.
Marine combat training. That's now considered a B billet.
So one of my
So you
guys
can go and do that.
One of my
which
guys
I would
is-
much rather I fucking did.
Yeah, one of my guys got air assault school instructor. Like that was cool for him.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
You know,
Like I would have loved to have been a fucking combat instructor for
Yeah.
like, even if I was on the Marine combat side, like teaching pogues and
Yeah.
stuff, that'd have been fucking fine.
Yeah.
That'd have been so much fun because they're young, they're motivated, they're Marines,
Right.
they've gone through basic, they've
Yeah.
gone through all the bullshit. You know what I mean? You don't have to fucking treat them like, you just treat them like Marines.
Mm-hmm.
You just treat them like junior Marines now. You hold them accountable, you do your shit. But for the most part,
Yeah.
they're on fucking autopilot.
yeah,
Like that's a fucking gig, dude.
Yeah.
I'd be about that. Like that I would have been fine with doing.
yeah, like air assault school instructor. That would have been okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Or go be a black hat.
because that's pretty much a 9 to
Like-
5.
Well, I mean, you got to think of any school that an infantry guy goes to, they can take an instructor role in.
Yeah,
You know-
well, I guess I was a SODIC instructor.
Yeah, because you can do, airborne, air assault, Pathfinder,
Yeah.
Ranger if you go Ranger. There's all kinds of shit.
My buddy Axel was he was a black hat for jump masters.
Yeah.
So he's like the jump master. Like that dude, like he's my encyclopedia.
right.
Yeah.
It's funny because he's German. Like from Germany. What was in he was in the German army and then he came to the US army.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's an interesting guy, right? Real interesting dude. And but he's like my encyclopedia when I have like a jump master question.
Yeah.
I'm like, jump master request knowledge.
I was
And
listening
he's
to
like, yeah.
on my drive, I was listening to another podcast, John, and they were interviewing a Mexican American soldier, right?
Okay.
So he was talking about his Mexican heritage and then joining the army and
Yeah.
whatever. And
That's where he learned a police call.
but he probably did. But he took pride in being an American. Anyway, but he was saying that he knew quite a few Nicaraguan soldiers.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, fuck, that's who we should hire. We should find somebody who's Nicaraguan, who's a military member.
Dude, I can get you on.
You know one?
I know a colonel and a major down there.
I don't know any Nicaraguan
I could be, dude. I can.
service members or veterans for that matter.
They came
Do
up
you?
here so the Nicaragua guys came up here to do jump wings.
Yeah.
And I was trying to go down for that just to get
Oh,
the Nicaraguan jump wings.
that would
but
be
it just
cool.
didn't work
Yeah,
out.
I have them.
Yeah.
I have my Nicaraguan free fall wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't want a Nicaraguan soldier. I want a U.S. soldier who's from Nicaragua.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, he's talking about U.S. soldiers, but people who immigrated
Yeah.
in.
I don't know, man. How cool would it be if I got you guys like fucking military liaison when you go down there with like fucking the Nicaraguan soldiers?
The problem is the U.S. is not friendly with the Nicaraguan government. Like it's not kosher.
No, but my buddies are.
Well,
Yeah, but I don't want to go. I don't want to go hang around with the government or people that work in the government while I'm in Nicaragua.
Gotcha.
Because all it takes,
that's where we get in
all
trouble.
it takes is one wrong sentence.
Yeah.
and now you're in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like-
I know I want to. If you're a U.S.
Hey,
service
it could
member,
be a joke. They don't get jokes.
if you're a U.S. service member or veteran
Who's from Nicaragua?
from Nicaragua, hit us up. Especially if you're from Esteli, that would be fucking awesome. Like
That would be dope.
Yeah.
let's go home and hang out. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, like it'd be cool. I've never met a Nicaraguan service member that I know of. Maybe I did, but I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I know anybody from Nicaragua that was in the U.S. military.
Yeah.
A lot of Mexico,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of Guatemalan. Met a couple Guatemalan, a lot of Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
Met Cuban dudes.
We had a couple Dominican guys.
Yeah.
Some guys from the DR, sure. A lot of Puerto Ricans, but that doesn't count. They're American to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Guam.
because they are.
All of my
They,
all of my
you have to remind them of that shit all the time.
100%.
It's like, hey, man.
Like, no, I'm Puerto Rican. Like, no, you're American.
No, dude, that's what kind of money do you have down
No,
there?
you
Well,
guys-
there you go, sweetheart.
you guys are wrong. All of my Puerto Rican service member friends I refer to as Mexican because it drove me crazy.
Oh, yeah, I did that to piss them off, sure.
Especially
Now, is
Gary
it-
Brugman.
Was it because they were Puerto Rican or because they littered?
Because they're Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Puerto
I need
Ricans
to
don't-
actually.
Puerto Ricans, you guys don't.
Gary
don't
called me
litter.
the other day and I fucking forgot to call him back. God damn it. I feel like an asshole now. I need to call him back. This is how TBI works, kids. Right here. This is it.
Oh, Patty says hi, by the way.
Who?
Patty.
Patty.
Uh,
Oh, Patty.
Yeah.
Patty. Yeah.
They were just here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. They're sweethearts, man.
Mhm.
They're fucking great. I like them. That's some good folks.
yep.
Right
Justin,
there.
do you have another topic?
I
You
have
had one more, right?
I have a sport I want to introduce to you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot
So-
about that. I was excited for this one.
So we've all heard of jousting, right? Where the knights
Oh.
are on the back of the
I
horses.
know where you're going, and 100% yes, I'm in.
So I would like to
let's go to
introduce
Italy, boys.
you guys Italian riverboat jousting.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go to fucking Italy.
What?
Yep.
So they get on the riverboats
Oh,
and
say
they
it is
fucking
so.
joust
Yeah.
and they party hard at this shit.
I'm about this.
Oh,
life.
let's fucking go. What month does this take place?
I have no idea. It just showed up on TikTok and I
Dude,
was like,
yeah.
the boys have to
So
see this.
this and curling, we need to start training, boys.
I'm into this.
That water looked way clearer than I thought it would be.
Oh, they cleaned it up a few years ago.
Yeah?
It was a big fucking thing, yeah. Because Paris was actually hitting up Italy going, hey, man, how'd you do that? Because our rivers are shit. And we have an Olympics coming. So, yeah, they cleaned it up a few
Yeah,
years
their
ago.
water was.
Look
was
at
bad.
this.
It was
That's
still,
talent
it was
right
still
there.
gross. That is talent.
There was one.
There's so there's what 8 people rowing the boat.
Oh yeah,
There's
I think 10.
What are the
I
guys?
think you got like a team of 20. The rest,
What are the other guys
I
doing?
think they're stabilizing the boat, adding weight to
Their
it.
balance, huh?
I like how Big Man ended up on the other
Oh,
boat.
that's
did you
that's a
catch that?
mistake.
Look.
That's- you end up on my boat. I'm fucking.
Oh.
You're
And he's like,
gone, buddy.
this is my boat now.
I wonder if they switch. Because because you look at the color of the armbands. One boat is all blue armbands rowing, and a red armband dude that's jousting.
So you think it's like a point system where they like take turns each one?
Ooh.
No, I don't know how that works, but that would make it interesting. Though.
I don't know, but this looks dope as shit.
Yeah,
Especially since they're like 50-year-old fat dudes doing this,
Dude, our time to shine, bro.
all dressed.
well, you got to
white.
have the weight behind you. You put
Yeah.
a fucking 100-pound kid against that dude, he ain't go.
That's true.
Yeah,
Plus, you want the weight. You want the bigger guys in the back of the boat, man. That's what fucking gives you a little bit of oomph, right? That's how sledding works. I'm assuming it's the same. I don't know.
Justin, do you have a name for this?
Oh yeah,
Because
but it's
for the
real
listeners,
fucking. If you look up French water jousting,
water.
that's,
Okay, water.
that's what I looked it up. But it's got like an actual name. I can't.
What's our team name?
I'm going with
Never surrender.
the same one that I choose when I do trivia.
Oh, so this is French.
Go on.
I thought that. I
Clap and I'll
thought.
show you my tits. So when they announce a team name and everybody goes nuts and all the fuck yeah, it's a win-win.
Okay.
I thought this was Italy. It looked like,
Yeah.
no, it's
No, this is
French.
Yeah,
What?
God
it's
damn
French
it,
river
Sean.
boat. Yeah.
Oh.
hmm
I don't know if I want to go to France and do it. Italy would be way more fun.
You did a racism.
No, I didn't.
Oh, have you, Justin? Pull up the trailer. Am I a racist?
Oh yeah.
Matt Walsh. Oh, this looks
Yeah.
funny.
I saw
It's in the theaters right now.
I saw an honest review of it from
Yeah.
a dude.
He was just on Joe Rogan talking about it.
Yeah.
It sounds hilarious.
I love how deadpan that dude is.
Yes.
Like when he did like What Is a Woman? And if you guys don't know who Matt Walsh is, he's the guy who did What Is a Woman, and now he did a new movie called Am I Racist?
So what is a woman? It took Twitter by storm.
this will too.
Well, yeah, because they couldn't fucking answer it. Nobody answered.
Yeah, that was the best part about that. But
He ended that movie with no answer.
I remember when his sponsored posts were coming out before it went live, and
Yeah.
people were losing their shit. And it was so funny. I'm like, oh, I can't wait till this drops.
Can we play a trailer without getting in trouble?
We will definitely get copywritten for that. Or we can watch it after, or
For-
watch it now and then
okay.
cut it out.
Well, let's watch it and cut this
Gotcha.
because this looks hilarious.
Careful.
They gonna say you racist.
That's the same outfit he wore to the DNC.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you ever see that? Oh, dude, pull up Matt Walsh of the DNC. It's the fucking, he trolled the shit out of him. He's like in the background and just like walking around dressed like that, just like, it's so fucking funny. It was like on like CNN and shit. It was great. That guy's fucking hilarious.
I'm excited to watch that.
Yeah.
That looks really good.
Oh,
It's streaming in November 25th.
Like I wish the people that he interviewed on that,
That's
I wish they had to watch it.
yeah. Try to find videos because there's like legit news videos of him just like walking around at DNC, like in the background.
That's funny.
It's so fucking great. That's so fucking good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways,
Watch the trailer so you know what we're laughing about.
watch the trailer. Go support it. It's gonna be fun. You know, from us four straight white guys.
Yeah.
We're don't let John's tan fool you.
It's so I can go undercover.
You know,
It's so we can litter. That's all. The only reason he tans. So
I
we can
used
litter.
I used to hear this question be asked of John a lot, and I have not heard it for a long time now.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
But Araby?
Yeah, it's
Arabic?
been a fucking minute.
You know what though? The last time I heard it was not when we were in the military together.
No.
It was after that.
Yeah.
But it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
As a guy who is
But
let you
walking around-
borrow-
I used to get so fucking
Walking around in
as
Iraq.
as a guy who's
Araby?
let you borrow a man dress before.
And you know what? That day, nobody thought I was Arabic. It was weird.
That's because your beard's gray now.
I know, right?
It wasn't then. In his defense,
It's
it wasn't.
honestly, if I shaved just my mustache, Ooh.
Oh, just went.
Just it would be if I shaved just my mustache and put on a man dress on, fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, well, if you dyed it bright like orange or
No,
red,
that'd be Afghanistan.
then you'd be Afghan.
But if it was if I get rid of that mustache,
or if you
man, it
just had
changes
the, or if you
everything.
just had the mustache.
No, because they all have the beards, but they shave the mustache.
Not in Iraq.
Yeah.
In Iraq, it was just mustache.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
That was like the Iraqi stash.
Yeah, but yeah.
That thing was that was like a power boss move.
You know why
The
they shaved?
bosses
You know
had
why they
fucking
kept the beard and they shaved the mustache? They didn't want to smell shit the rest of the day.
As a man who eats ass,
Yeah.
it is a real problem.
Yeah,
It's a real
but
problem.
the whole I eat ass thing wasn't a thing back then. So
It was. It just wasn't as.
It's not a thing in Iraq. At
As,
least
this saying wasn't-
outspoken.
yeah, yeah.
I hope it wasn't in Iraq because
No, it totally was a thing in Iraq. It just wasn't a saying.
It wasn't as cool then.
Yeah.
yeah,
Wasn't
Yeah.
a badge of honor.
That we're talking about ladies, and they're talking about dude
true. I don't know. I had a buddy of mine who got his ass eaten in Iraq
by a dude.
by a hooker.
Well,
by,
then-
by a chick,
Then we're talking the same language.
An Iraqi hooker?
an Iraqi hooker
hey,
through the gate
Oh.
at Saddam's palace.
100% would I rather have had a chick eat my ass in Iraq than me eat a chick's ass in Iraq.
Oh, 100.
Can
100%.
confirm.
Like that's only going one direction
Yeah,
there
yeah.
because
Yeah. I guess
It
she
is.
was. I guess she was giving him a beach, and she flipped his ass around and started fucking rusty tromboning in the middle of it.
I'm calling bullshit. How did she? I'm sorry.
Well,
How did she flip him around through a gate? That man turned around.
I agree.
she was like this and like went like in
Beast.
motion,
through the gate.
like through the fence. Yeah.
Anybody else believe in this?
I don't know.
I think he might have asked.
Either that or he just did it and she went to town. I mean, I don't know.
That was a prearranged.
I'm concerned about talking about it because he's still active duty.
no, it was,
That
Statute
particular-
of limitation, bro.
yeah.
He's an officer now.
You don't have to put his name out there
Yeah, that's
unless you want.
You already put too much info out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we thought you were talking about yourself there for
So,
up
so,
until
so
lately.
he was a Marine. He was in Iraq. Started enlisted. Now he's an officer. And he likes getting his ass eat.
Dude, that's like
That's half of the
That's all-
fucking green to gold in the Marines.
that's all of them. What are you talking about?
Still active as a colonel.
I didn't know Justin Governal was still in.
Justin's the one that ate the hooker's ass.
That's true.
I love you, Justin.
Justin's the one that's like, hey, bro, she eats ass.
Just as the dude who told him about it, right? It was like, yo, there's one over here, $10, eats ass.
So John and I raided an Iraqi whorehouse one night.
No.
It was literally the worst smelling
That I've ever experienced in my life.
place.
Oh,
Worse than New York City. Worse than Times Square.
No.
It's just, it was
smelled of
there was a smell that I've never smelt before and I've never smelt since.
yes.
It was
It
that
was-
unique
it was-
and overpowering.
It was rotten sex.
But
If I had to describe it.
You know what it is? I bet you that's what all sex smelled like back in the Middle Ages.
but the rotten part of it is like you think like I've smelled a lot of rotten things. Whether it's
yeah.
human, animal,
fucking Quincy
fish-
over here.
No, whether it's humans
Sure.
that have been in desert sun for days,
Yeah.
or if it's been animals that have been dead for days, or rotten fish, or you know what I mean? Like I've smelled some things that are just like, oh, I don't ever want to smell that again in my life,
Yeah.
right? But it's just a natural occurrence. This is not a natural occurrence.
Like Jazz's cooler.
Oh, that
oh, I bury my face in that. I
Yeah.
swish it around. I wouldn't shower for a month.
Compared to
It'd
that.
still be way better.
Yeah.
it was
Wow.
it was interesting.
Yeah. It was.
I don't even remember why we were there. I just remember
There's
the
an
smell.
HVT that was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we took 2 or 3 dudes out of there, but we had to clear the whole building.
An HVT and 10 STDs.
Hey, whatever they had is on them. So it was fucking nasty.
Catching shit they can't wipe off. All right, boys, I'm going to put a pin in this. I'm going to raise my glass. Say thanks for being my freedom friend. Good episode, boys.
Yeah, it was fun.
A lot of shit going on in the world. A lot of crazy things. But there is one constant, and that is 3 mediocre assholes talking about shit that doesn't really matter, but putting a spin on it so that hopefully it makes you laugh a little bit. Like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons, do all those
I
things.
don't
Tell your mom.
Water jousting really fucking matters, bro.
That's very true.
The rest of the shit we talked about doesn't. It's whatever.
I know where my priorities are. My priorities are with water jousting. Yeah. That's for goddamn sure. Hezbollah, Diddy, water jousting.
Yep.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh, they should definitely add that as an activity at Rednecks with Paychecks.
No, that's how they should solve wars.
Water jousting.
No.
Yeah.
I think they should go back to medieval, or not medieval days, but where like you call out the leaders and the leaders.
But so you pick your 10 best guys to row,
yeah.
and the president is the fucking dude on the back with the jousting stick.
I think we should still do it like they did back in the days of like Troy. You ever seen the opening scene of that movie?
Yeah, they pick the 2 best fighters.
Where like the 2 best guys
Yep.
go, and then
That'd be
fucking-
great.
I'd fucking love that.
I mean, fuck. Like,
Why not?
what a great way to solve something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's over.
Yeah.
And broadcast it globally,
And as the,
so the world can know.
I'm not saying I would be, but as the guy being the best fighter, you're saving all of your buddies.
Yeah,
You know, you're saving who knows how many lives.
Countless.
Yeah. Like, let's
Countless
fucking do
lives.
this.
The worst part in today's day and age, it would be like some AI robot against another AI robot, and it doesn't really matter. It'd be like, oh well, they won for now.
No.
You know what I mean?
Today, we let Dana White run this, and we're doing some kind of
Yep.
slap
With
fighting.
Bruce Buffer.
Yeah. Oh, wait, where was I the other
ladies
day?
and gentlemen of the world, let's get ready to do some fucking foreign policy.
I was at the cigar lounge the other day, and they were talking that I guess they do women's ass slapping competitions.
Yeah, it's like the slap boxing, but
You may have
different.
to find a quick video of.
Go on.
Yes.
Dana White's involved.
Yeah. But it's chicks ass slapping.
That man is a national treasure. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Why do you think out of all the times he's been congressional hearings and he's business as usual?
Yeah.
Because even the government's just like, hey,
You know,
keep doing it.
him and Trump are bros, and we might need a new sec dev coming up here. So
Ooh. But see,
Just
they're not-
fucking red cheeks.
I feel like they need to train more for this, though.
Yeah, I want to see like CrossFit asses up there.
No, there's a
Where
better,
like it breaks a bitch's hand smacking that ass.
I feel like there's a better way to do it. That chick was just like, whatever.
Yeah, dude, I'd be like off the top rope.
Yeah. Like
Fucking
you're going,
Iodukin.
if you don't move 10 feet,
right.
I didn't do it right.
Look at her red ass cheeks.
Yeah, this is softer than when I get home and greet my wife.
Fucking
Right?
yeah, dude.
Seriously.
Dude, this is me walking through the fucking kitchen every other.
If I would do
10
this,
minutes.
Mal would yell at me and call me a pussy.
Yeah. Put some fucking flare the heel, motherfucker. Put some ass into it.
I'm seeing some flinching though. I think that's against the rules.
Oh, she kissed it.
Oh.
That's nice.
I thought that it was a little different than this.
Yeah, I thought
This
thought
looks
that.
way too more. This I don't know.
Yeah,
This looks
no.
too pleasant.
Yeah, they're smiling an awful lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. That
That's
one's
not how
got
that works.
red ass nalias.
Oh, that's the Romanian one.
What's the OF edition? Let's go to that one. Let's go to the.
It's on YouTube. It's
uh,
No, this is
oh, this
is even worse.
This looks
Yeah.
retarded.
yeah.
butt slapping world championship. Oh,
No,
it's
it's
the
the
dude
same
reacting to the video that we just did. All right. Well,
All right.
next week's episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, guys. Smash those buttons. Do all those things. Tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Tell your fucking mom's friends. Also, there's 3 little things. They're pretty easy to do. John,
Smoke on.
Scotty.
Oh, drink on.
God damn it, kids. Freedom to fuck on. Later.